Hi everyone, thanks for joining us second webinar, probably the final one for 2018. Looking forward to just working with you guys through some of the tips and tricks that we've got for the portals, and then also a Q&A session. There were quite a few questions in our last session that we just want to work with you guys through. So so we're just going to do a quick recap of what we discussed last time, just for those guys that missed the previous webinar. And please look out for our webinars. We'll be running them every month, at least once a month. Might have a few surprise webinars in between as well, but at least once a month we'll be running these webinars. So quick run through for those that it's their first time joining us. Just going to run through what is KShop Lite, how to create a KShop Lite, the basic setup of it, and then we're going to spend a bit of time on categories and pricing and some of the more advanced features that are available to you on KShop Lite. So just looking at just who we are as Liquorbox, we've got a couple of years behind us of building different e-commerce platforms from B2B to B2C. So we work closely with KEVRO in providing these tools to you, and ensuring obviously that in an e-commerce environment you get the best possible product out there. Just KShop Lite itself, what is it? It's really like a really easy 3-minute user-friendly setup. That system where you can build out an online store, fully integrated with KEVRO's ERP. So basically enabling you to have access to live inventory and live pricing straight out of KEVRO's warehouse. For some of the users that have been with us for a couple of years, there's a new control panel that's launched a couple of months ago, and that's really changed the game in terms of the portal and managing your portal. Easy to change settings on your website, and also quite easy to receive orders on the website. The customization is really quick. As we said, it's a 3-minute setup. What's big on the new portals that they're responsive themes. So for those that don't know yet, most of the traffic these days are coming from mobile phones. So really important that any website that you build has to be responsive to the device that it's being viewed from. Stats that we look at that most sites these days, traffic from mobile is 60% plus. So quite important to check those websites on mobile. And then obviously we discussed live inventory and pricing straight out of KEVRO. Right, so for those that haven't created a KShop Lite before, and just looking at the registrations, it seems the majority of you don't have a portal as yet. The easiest way to do that is just to go to the KEVRO website, go to the toolbox, create a portal. I'm quickly going to show you that. Let's go over to into Chrome here. So just looking, once you've logged into the new website environment, there's an icon left top, toolbox. Under toolbox, clicking that will give you the option to create a portal. If you go to create portal, you'll get two different options there, one being to create the portal, the Lite version, and the Plus version. So in our webinar starting in January, we'll be focusing a bit on the Plus and just seeing the differences and the functionality that's available in there. But for today, we're going to focus on Lite. So choosing that, I can specify a website name, I can specify the URL that I want on it. And from here I can continue, and the next step will really be payment, right? So there are different payment options for depending on the account type, payment method, accept the terms and conditions, and continue from there. That's how quick and easy it is to set up your KShop Lite portal. So if there's payment, obviously making that payment immediately creates the portal for you, and from there you're going to go straight into the control panel. So just to recap again of what we spoke about last time. The responsive themes, very, very important. Again, we spoke about device and how much traffic is coming from mobile these days. Logo and main color. So I want to spend a bit of time on that today. So something that we've had some support queries about in the past, specifically about logo and how to load the main color. So let's go straight into that now. So once you've created your portal, you'll have the option to click through from the KEVRO dashboard again, or from the KEVRO website, under toolbox, and there's my portal that I created. Right, so I click through from that. That will open up this window for me, and yeah, I've got the option to change themes. I've got the option to change the settings of the website. And so quite key here under settings is we see the option to choose a website logo, right? So I've loaded my company logo in here. Ideally, you don't want to necessarily use your high-res version of the logo. So if you've got a logo that's 2,000 pixels by 1,000 pixels, try to reduce it. You know, there are many online editing tools for free. A simple and quick and easy editor that I use is called paint.net, and you can just resize the logo in that. So if you're looking for something, paint.net works quite well. Just go Google it, and it's a free download and a free install. Now, one of the things that happens from this is that you might have your logo and that you want to color your website to a similar color as one of the colors that are in your logo. So having a look at travel bag here, we can see I've chosen a generic, travel bags category. I've chosen a generic blue, but it doesn't quite match up to my logo, right? So the look of it's not quite there. So going back in here, really what you want to do is change the color of this. So going back to themes, we'll see that at the bottom of themes, we've got an option here for main color. So under main color, we've got, for some might be familiar with this, but this is called RGB, which is a unique color code for any color out there. And so if I select the green, it's going to change the code there. If I choose a red, it's going to change it again, right? So this might be Greek or Latin for most, and all you really want to do is have an easy way to change that color to be something that's similar in your logo here, right? So again, using just a color picker tool, I use Color Mania. Again, a free download, you can install it. Using Color Mania, I choose the dropper here, and there I just pick up the color with it, and we'll see here that it's got now that unique color for me, right? So if I copy that and I go back here, now you might have gotten this color from your designer, might have been somebody that's designed your logo, or maybe you've got an in-house creative person, they can give you that. But basically there I've picked the color from my logo. I can now save that, and that will immediately update my website to have the new color on it, right? So if we have a look, there we go. So that looks a lot better, right? So now we've got a color that matches something within our brand, and we can see the whole website has transformed into that color. So everything from the menu to the headers to the product viewing, everything around that will now have that main color throughout the site. Okay. Really key thing, just to make that site look really professional, use a color picker if you don't have the color codes, but put a color code in that matches up to something that's within your brand. Cool, so that kind of addresses logo and main color. Around content, some of you might not actually know this, but the content section allows you to do some quite creative things around your display of it here. So this section here, every K-Shop Lite has got these different sections: about delivery, about us, contact us, home, and terms and conditions. Right, so these are your content pages. So if we have a look at saying like contact us, which is probably the most visited content page on every website. So if we go to contact us here, this enables us to put any content that we'd like in here. So typically what you would want in there is some contact information, right? So we would want maybe my email address, put that in there, and next thing that we might want is a telephone number, right? Let's save on that, see what that looks like. Now there are a couple things on this. Once we've got this, the content will show up under the contact us here. But ideally what you want is an experience where telling the person what is the information that you're displaying and making this clickable, right? So how do we make it that someone can straight away off the website here send you an email? So just going back to the control panel here, we can link this here. So you'll see there's a button in the menu there that allows us to put in a link to a URL. Now that link will take us to somewhere on our website. Ideally what we want is we want it to send us an email. Right, so we can put in there that the URL is mail to Conrad@liquorbox.co.za, in my email address there. And now saving on that. Going back to our contact us page, refreshing on there. So what you'll see throughout this is that everything that you do is live, right? Anything that you want to do, that you want to update, you can immediately go check on your live portal and see if that update's taken place. So looking at that there, that's now changed that into a clickable link, and I can straight away click from there, and it will open it up in your mail application like a Microsoft Outlook, and be able to send an email straight off here. So a couple more things around that. So you'll see there's quite a few features in this section here. You could create a table, different ways to do the layout on here. So typically you might want to put in something like this, contact number, let's put contact email, and try and align it up and get something that's going to look neat and good for you on the site there. So we can see we can left align, we can center. So if we select all the content here and we say we want that centered, we can put that all in the middle of the page. Often put a little write-up, just giving maybe office hours even if you want to, emergency contact number, whatever you want to put in there. There are quite a few different options. There's one more option that's quite nice for mobile that we really strongly encourage that people start considering. And what you typically see is the link, the clickable email address, but what you often don't see is a clickable telephone number. So having seen that mobile is such a big component of traffic these days, people are browsing on their phones, they quickly want to send you an email, but they might also just want to contact you straight off that contact us page, right? They want to have a clickable link on that telephone number. So one of the things that you can do, just like we had the mail to, we can put in your tel 082-804. Right, so put in your number there, and immediately that's going to make that a clickable link. Right, so when I'm on my mobile phone and I'm on the contact us page, I'll be able to dial straight off the contact us page. So I don't have to. Don't know how many of you have had that's almost irritation, is that you're on a contact us page and you're having to copy and paste it on your mobile, trying to dial it from there, instead of just being able to click that link and straight away dial off the page, right? So highly recommend putting a clickable email address and a clickable telephone number straight off your contact us page. Cool, so a couple of the other ones that we've got here about delivery, really key, put some description in there. What is your process? How do you go about getting the product to the client? And this formatting here you can do in many different ways. You can format it outside the document in saying like a Microsoft Word. When you copy and paste, just obviously check the styling. Microsoft Word often has a lot of additional styling that comes through, and it might not look exactly the same. So you'll see right top of this editor, there's a paste option for Microsoft Word, right? So if you're copying from Microsoft Word, be sure to use that. That will just clean up some of the styling, and you'll just have a better display on the website of the content. You can do coloring, you can do bold, whatever styling you want. So try and create those pages that they're a little bit more design around them than just straight content that you plugged in there. Saying that gives it a little bit of look and feel. Be sure to complete all of these, because people typically browse these pages, and if they're browsing it and get to a contact us or about us that's blank, about us that's blank just makes you wonder why they haven't not willing to tell you anything about yourself, right? So social links. So social links quite important. People often go check off-site for updates and information about companies. If you've got a Facebook page, put in the link here. If you've got Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. If you don't, it won't show the social icons, but if you do, very important, populate them in there. Cool. So moving on, we're going to have a look at some of the pricing and the configuration of the website. So I'm going to scroll back up a little bit. So we've got a section here, visibility, and visibility is all around pricing. All right, so looking at pricing, we've got a couple different options: pricing to display including VAT, excluding VAT, no pricing to be displayed. Now, often if you're starting out, no pricing displayed is the best option, right? So until you've got your markup set up and you've worked out which categories at what markup you want to display, no pricing displayed gives you the option to basically launch your portal, get going, get your products on there, full listing of all products without any pricing on it, right? So let's have a look what that looks like. And the cool thing about that is you can always go and change this. So once you're ready to start showing pricing and take orders online, you can progress and just by changing that setting there. So let's have a quick look what that's going to look like for us. Okay, so we haven't loaded any featured products yet. Let's go to backpacks this time. Cool, so now we've got a product listing. We'll see there is a space here for pricing later when we want to show the pricing. But in here we've got the product, we've got the code that we get straight out of the Baron code or the KEVRO code. And we've got a couple of different options on here, selecting the color. We've got the ability to email it out, the branding guide, the view catalog, all of that available on here, right? All of our images on here, the description, but no pricing at this time. So you can see setting up a portal is something that you could create on KEVRO really quickly, loading your logo, selecting your color, putting in your content pages, and from there you're ready to go live. So once you've decided pricing is the way to go, you then have the option. Some of you, this was a request we had quite a few times in the past, wanted the option to either have the pricing as or have the pricing showing as excluding VAT. So you have that option, and then also showing the prices including VAT. Right. So if we add this, and we then want, there's an option here at the bottom. Do you want to allow your customers to place orders? So you have the option to show just pricing on the website, and then you have the option to actually add the add to cart functionality to the site. So really important, if you do add to cart to the site, important to complete your banking information here, right? Because what happens is when I add to cart and I complete the order, it actually sends an email to the customer with your banking details for payment. So if you leave this blank but you've ticked on that you want to allow the ordering on the website, then they're going to receive an email with blank bank details, right? So best to complete this section here. We are doing some work around this to give you some of the payment gateway options that are available. Look out for that in the new year. We should be launching a couple new features around this, just allowing you to take immediate payment online. So this, obviously, they would still have to do a manual payment, do a EFT, and you'd have to confirm that order and then transfer the order to the supplier, being KEVRO. But really important, please make sure fill in the bank details if you do add this option here. Also, we're going to shoot down over to product categories. Previously, we've set up different categories here with different markups. I just want to recap on this a bit. It's often saying that comes up is how to set up the pricing for my portal. And so we can see here that we've set up within category and across categories different markups. So we've got golf shirts at 35% markup, t-shirts at 35%, But if at this point I either want to run a promo on t-shirts and I can discount it by 25, or I want to add jackets to my website and put them at 35, and maybe knitwear is not really the time of year. Let's have a look. If we say shirts, and we say shirts, we want to put in at 50%, right? Saving on that. Now we can see it's quite easy for us to select which categories of product we want to add to the website. I'm just going to go back to home. Cool, now we can see we've got golf shirts, jackets, t-shirts, the whole range that's come through on this. Again, you'll see any update that you make here is live on your portal, right? So even pricing, if you change this from 25 to 35, that pricing will be immediately effective on the portal. You'll see all the different categories that are on here. Quite easy just to tick them on. If you want to extend your bag offering, really easy, just open up all these categories and be sure to put the markup in. If you don't put markup in, it is quite important to check that, but if you don't, it's obviously going to display your cost price on the site. So really important to put that in there. Well, one thing that I skipped earlier that I actually just want to go back to quickly was under settings. We discussed around pricing, and there was one more thing right at the bottom of settings, delivery methods. There's two options here, one for enabling collection. So if your customers are collecting from you at the checkout process, do you offer collection? And then enabling delivery. So this will allow people also to select that they would want the product delivered to them, and you can charge a flat fee, add a flat fee to the order for delivery, right? So this is only available once you've actually extended your website to be able to take orders and relates to customers placing orders on your site. So in this case, I've said I want to enable collection, I want to enable delivery, and maybe I want delivery to be 150 Rand for anything that has to go out. You can also specify this to be 0, whatever Rand value that you want to display in the cart. So a quick recap just of what we looked at today. Really important: logo, branding, the display of the website around responsive themes, the look and feel of it. Contact us, getting those links in there, making it easier for people to contact you straight off your website, and then some of the pricing updates and the ways that can be configured to display on the site. So we're now going to open up for Q&A. Any questions that you guys might have, anything that you're struggling with, any features that you're looking for on portals, please drop us a message there on the chat, on the video, and then we'll reply to them as best as possible. Anybody got any questions? No questions? Not seeing anything coming through on chat. Some of the questions, maybe saying this was quite interesting, just the question we had previously was on some of the marketing and the integration options that are available. So we are working on some of the questions that are coming up around that, some of the functionality that you guys are looking for. Okay, just a question there from Brand Innovation. The question was the portal you are explaining on, and the one I'm viewing is different. Why is this? So, are you viewing the one that that we used here? Just the demo. It's Liquorbox demo.bcgshop.co.za. I'm not sure if that was the one that you were viewing. I just want to get. I'm just going to shoot over here. So I'm just not seeing everybody's questions coming through, but I believe that you are asking questions. So let me just see if I can quickly get back into questions there. Yeah, the question there was just on main images. What was the question on main images? Let's have a quick look there. So I think, is it Salma, you're asking actually regarding the featured products, so the images on the homepage. So let me take you through that quickly. So if we on the homepage, we want to put some images, we want to put some products here within the admin here. There's the option here to say, well, I actually want to pick up something in one of my active categories. Let's take backpacks as an example. This will bring back a list of all the products that are currently listed on my website. So I could choose any one of these. Let's take the string design, add that. And so if we now refresh on the home page, we'll see that this product will come through here. Cool. So I see there's a question just for incorporating this on the existing website. 100%. So very much possible. What we've seen is that some users actually use an existing website and then just use this as a cataloging sub-site. So and I kind of want to combine the answer with Quinton's question around the portal address. So the portal address is something that you can specify in the control panel here. If we just go up a little bit here, so there's a web address. If we have a look over there, we have also recently implemented HTTPS on this, so you'll see these shops are now fully secure with the SSL. So if you want, you could have your existing website and then have a link from there that's just called products, and products basically takes you through to this link here, right? We've seen many users excuse me, use that as a way. But this could also be a tool to obviously run as a main website on there. Yeah, so around branding, there is some functionality that we'll discuss in the next webinar specifically around branding. Branding pricing is mostly available right now on, or branding pricing itself is available on the KShop Lite, KShop Plus platform. There is a branding guide on all the products that you'll pick up on the K-Shop Lite, so at least giving you that branding info, but brand pricing is not currently available on K-Shop Lite. So the question is just from Brand Innovation. Could you possibly share the link, or just show us just which one it is that you're viewing? Because it's really important that to obviously view, if you want to view the demo, this is the link up here, liquorboxdemo.pcgshop.co.za. Yeah, I think there might be a difference in terms of if you are following the control panel, just having a look whether you're actually on K-Shop Lite or K-Shop Plus. The K-Shop Plus is a much further, much more flexibility, many more features in it. The K-Shop Lite is a quick and easy setup environment with very structured layout and design, allowing you to create that site in a couple of minutes. Any other questions before we close off? Maybe one more question. Cool. Well, thanks everybody for joining our second webinar. For those of you that are going to have a break over December, I hope you have a good time with your families, and we look forward to you joining us in our next webinar in 2019. Thank you again for joining us, and thank you for participating in what we believe has added some value to the setup of your portal. Have a great day. Bye.